Hey everybody! Today, Rahdo runs down Discovery, the era of Voyage, which is a pick up and deliver game where 2 to 4 players are sea captains, traveling sea lanes, engaging in sea trade to get sea victory points. And the way it is set up is we take this very little deck of cards, and there are 3 types of cards in here. We have to figure out what cards are going to represent our world. We need 2 trade islands, which are the red outline ones. So let's see what we got. We've got this one where you can convert fruit and money into anything. We've got this one where you can convert money into fruits and spices, or vice versa. So those are those 2. We need 1 culture island, where there are 4 purple ones to choose from. Alrighty, what are we going to get? We get this one, which is interesting. Well, actually, let's not do that one. That's a kind of an outlier. This one, where you can convert any 2 goods into victory points. All right, so we've got that. That's what they normally do. You convert things into victory points. This one is just, you only get victory points once you've invested in it heavily. And then we need 4 production islands, and there's a special restriction. You have to, when you draw a 4, you have to ensure that all the basic resources, gold, spice, and fruit are produced. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see what we got. Yep, there's fruit and spice, and there's fruit and spice and gold, and yep, okay, so this is fine. We've got our islands. This is going to be a unique setup. We shuffle it up, and we see how they get laid out in a rondel form. So what do we got? We've got down here, there's our culture island, where 10 victory points are waiting to be had. Here is one of our trade islands. Over here, one's our production islands. Another trade, another production, and another production. Okay, the world is prepared, and as are we. We're starting here in the central port. Everybody has 8 of these investment tokens, and we also start with 3 gold. I am the first player. Now, on your turn, you can move 1 or 2 spaces for free, or if you want to spend gold, you can move up to 3, 4, or 5 spaces on the rondel. Now, my first move, I can start anywhere, and looking around, I need to figure out what is the best overall strategy to pursue based on the investment opportunities that this world has created. I think I want to get some fruit ASAP. So I'm going to move over here. Now, when you leave the central port and you end up on the rondel, you have to decide, are you going to be traveling clockwise or counterclockwise for the rest of your time on the rondel? I think I will be traveling counterclockwise. Okay, so that's it. Now, after you sail, which I've done, I moved 1 space for free, then you get income, and then you can invest. The income I get here is 1 fruit. Hooray! And now the investment is, it costs 7 gold, and if I had 7 gold, I could spend it right now to put my first investment marker on this island. And now what that means is, if I ever visit the island again, because I'm invested, I get the first and the second bit of income. Plus, at the end of the game, if I've got the majority of investment markers here, I get 2 points. If I'm in second place, I get 1 point. Now, of course, I can't invest right now. It's early days, but that was my turn. And now, in a 2-player game only, there's a special bonus step that happens. After the first player goes, before the second player goes, they can deploy the pirates. And Jen will deploy the pirates. She will deploy a pirate, I think, here, going clockwise, her choice, and one going, what the heck, she'll just put one here going counterclockwise. And she's doing that to block me. Although, once you've done that, the pirates work on their own, and you never have to do anything with them again. We'll show how they work. So anyway, so now it's Jen's turn, and she will leave the central port and come over here and get some gold. And she will be choosing to travel. Oh, wait. No. She will start here, choosing to travel counterclockwise. Okay, so now she gets the income, either a fruit or a spice, and she wants, I think she'll take a fruit. All right, no, she'll take a spice. All right. She's thinking about what does she want. No, actually, she to invest in this island, you need 2 fruit and 2 spice. You need gold over here. You need fruits over there. I think she'll take fruit as well. We're both starting to collect fruit with the eye towards investing in this island. So instead of producing 2 gold, it produces 3. All right, so Jen's got fruit. I've got fruit. And now she does not have the gold and $5, so she is done. And now it is my turn again. And the reason Jen put those pirates in my way, if I move 1 space or 2 spaces, which is free, when I land where the pirate is, I will have to pay the pirate. I do not want to pay the pirate, and that's why Jen put them there. But and if I wanted, I could go 1, 2, 3, and then I'd have to pay $1 to move next. I can move 1, 2, and then for every additional space I have to pay, so I'd have to pay 1, and then I'd have to pay Jen 1 because I landed where she is. So Jen has blocked off my entire travel plans. So instead of staying on the rondel, which is what I was going to do, I was going to come over here and get my second fruit, and then with the 2 fruit, I was going to eventually make it over here and invest in that island. I am changing my plans. Am I? No, I'm not. I'm not going to change my plans. I'm going to go 1, 2 for free. And now, because I've landed where there's a pirate, I got to pay the pirate. Since it's not a player, it just goes into the supply. And now the pirate leaves. I can make the pirate move 1 or 2 spaces in the direction it's going, clockwise. So it can go here or here because they never land where another boat is. So I can put it here or here. And if I can figure out where Jen is trying to go, I might do it in such a way to block her. I'll just move it over there. Okay, now I get $2. I had to pay $1 to get $2. I now have $4. Okay, which is interesting because investing here requires 1 good and $4, and then I could get in good with this island. Now, this island is a trade where I can convert a fruit and something into something else, and if I had the investment, I could then convert something else into something else as well. So I could do multiple investments to get the stuff to do investments elsewhere, because that is the name of the game. We are trying to get the right stuff to get to the right island as fast as possible to get investments to trigger the end of the game, because once somebody's invested all their stuff, that's the end, and then we have the area control to see who got what. Or alternatively, the alternate pattern is figure out what you need to do to get points off of this island and get those points as fast as possible, because when this empties out. So, right, and that was my turn. It is Jen's turn. She will just very happily move 1, and she can invest, but she'll get some gold. All right, and so that was her turn, and she's done. And now it is my turn, and I guess I'll just follow along very politely behind her and get that fruit that I was planning on. And it's her turn. She will continue going, and she'll come right here, and she will spend this gold and this fruit to get the first victory point. She is on the board. If she had 4 resources, she would be able to invest. If she had $1 more, she could invest in that, which means she would actually potentially get 2 points here for giving up 2 items instead of 1. So maybe Jen's starting to think about that, because the crux to winning Discovery Era of Voyage is look at your layout and figure out an engine. Figure out what is the shortest path you could take to go from A to B to C to get victory points or to get investment markers as fast as possible. Everybody's involved in the same race at the same time. And if I had thought about this for a little bit more for Jen, instead of her moving like what she did to move here and do that, let's just say, so she still has her fruit and her gold. Jen might have said, you know what, she could come here, but instead, first of all, she will come here. You can always go back to the center from wherever you are, get 1 gold. Nobody ever blocks you. You never have to pay to come here, no matter how many ships are there. And now on Jen's next turn, she could come out here. And after she does her conversion and get a point, she can also make the investment in the island. So in the future, this is a really good island for her. Not only if she has the most investments, which she get 2 points, but she might claim all 10 of these points before anything is done. But, I can see that might be what Jen's going for, because I can see what she's got. She's probably going to move here next turn. Am I going to just move 1, or do I move 1, 2? And now, hey, this wasn't my original plan. I was going to come around to use these 2 fruit to invest in here so I get more income. But now that I'm here, I could turn these fruit into a victory point. And if I guess correctly, and this is where Jen wanted to go, now she's got to pay me an extra $1 to get in there. But if she pays the extra $1, she can't make the investment. Boom. So hopefully that gives you a quick idea of just how fast this game evolves. It's very fun, very fast, depending on the layout of the islands you get. You can get the exact same islands, but with a different layout, the game plays out very differently, and there are some very cool, interesting powers on some of these islands. You're going to get a different experience every time you play Discovery: The Era of Voyage. I gotta say, folks, I am so impressed by this tiny little box. Although it's interesting, this box is twice as big as it needs to be. If this came from another another publisher, it might be called Tiny Epic Era of Sail or Tiny Epic Trade Routes or something like that, because it does so much with so little. Just a deck of cards, a couple of player markers, and then just some tokens gives you a wide variety of experiences. And again, the fun puzzle of it is identifying what is your quickest route to victory and then running that engine as fast as possible, dealing with the fact that other players will get in your way and slow you down. And while you're running that engine, if you can get in the way of other players and slow them down by getting them to pay you, so much the better. Discovery, Era of Voyage, very sharp, fun, lot of game in a little box. And that is the rundown, folks. Thanks very much for watching. Have a very nice day. Talk to you later. So long. Bye-bye.